You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
The State Fire Marshal's office is investigating a fire that killed a man in Newport. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. State officials are looking to help 250 workers recently furloughed by Puritan Medical Products, and 80 students from the Greater Dover-Foxcroft area explored how to make positive changes in their schools. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Monday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Lou Jane Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Here we go. Winter storm watches, winter storm warnings posted across the region because of accumulating snow that will be moving in. The watch lasts until 2 p.m. Wednesday. We'll see an upgrade at some point to either a warning or an advisory. The winter storm warning is out for the south and west as well. We also have a storm warning along the coast that'll last until about 1 a.m. as we head towards your Wednesday for this area here over the ocean, as they'll be dealing with very dangerous surf in some spots. Then we also have this left of a gale warning here from Wednesday until 8 p.m. too for that small spot right there, and also right about in there. So again, ocean's going to get pretty dangerous along with areas on land with gusty winds and snow on the way too. But for now, there's clouds moving in from the west going toward the east. We'll keep that going as we're watching this next system starting to approach. It will take its time moving in because high pressure is just off for the north and east. So we'll wait until about tomorrow, especially in the afternoon, for this system to move in. So futurecast for today, a mostly cloudy sky, and we'll be watching for the precipitation moving in, especially as we head towards Tuesday afternoon, and the winds will also start to pick up as well. The winds today, not too bad, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but gradually increasing over the ocean and picking up to near 20, even 30 miles per hour sustained at times. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, and mostly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. The State Fire Marshal's office is investigating a fire that killed a man in Newport. Fire crews were called to a home on Mullen Road just before 10:30 Sunday morning. It was fully engulfed in flames when they arrived on the scene. Shannon Moss, the spokesperson for the Maine State Police, says a mother and her son lived at the residence. She managed to escape, but 54-year-old Alan Easley died in the fire. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. A man involved in an alleged shooting in Bangor will be in court this afternoon. 40-year-old Tyron Kendred of Baltimore, Maryland, was arrested Saturday night and charged with shooting another man on Harlow Street. He's charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. Police say they were called to the intersection of Harlow and Central Streets around 5:30 Saturday night. There had been an altercation and a man was shot in the process. The unidentified victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. There's no word on his condition. Bangor police say the incident remains under investigation. More information has been released regarding the shooting at Colby College in Waterville. After a non-student fired 2 rounds in a campus apartment building, Colby College has announced that no changes will be made to the academic schedule and midterms will continue as planned. According to Interim Police Chief William Bonney, Waterville and Winslow police responded to the reported gunshots within Colby College's Alfont apartment building around 1 a.m. Saturday morning. Police say non-Colby student Andrew Gifford of Waterville got into an altercation with 2 other non-Colby students, where one of them assaulted him earlier that night. Gifford responded by firing 2 rounds from a firearm into a crowded hallway.
Anytime you fire a gun in a crowded area, very bad things could happen. And in this particular case, nobody was injured by the gunshots. And, we're all very thankful for that. This is every parent's worst nightmare. And, our top priority is the safety of those students.
Gifford is at the Kennebec County Jail. The other 2 men involved have been positively identified, but the case is still under investigation. The man accused of robbing the Broadway branch of the Bangor Savings Bank will be in court today. 32-year-old Donald Steen allegedly held up the bank last December. He's expected to plead guilty to robbery. An elementary school student in Monroe was arrested after being found in the possession of a gun on school grounds on Friday. Members of the Waldo County Sheriff's Office say they responded to Monroe Elementary School just before 9 a.m. Friday after a report that a 10-year-old student had a firearm. Law enforcement personnel say they worked with the school staff to detain the student and seize the weapon. One parent shared her concerns after picking up her daughter from the school.
We should have been told what was going on rather than hearing it from our kids. First message I got from my daughter was, "Mom, I'm scared." They should do thorough checks. I don't think the bags should be allowed without being checked. All the other schools, they either have their bags checked or they have clear bags. It's going to be hard to get, I know, my daughter back to school because of this.
According to the sheriff's office, there were no injuries. The student in question was placed under arrest and taken to the Waldo County Sheriff's Office. Both the sheriff's office and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms are actively investigating the incident. State officials are looking to help 251 workers recently furloughed by Puritan Medical Products. The furloughs came last week after the manufacturer saw a decrease in demand for its testing swabs. The Maine Department of Labor's Rapid Response Team has been providing services to affected Puritan employees through the Puritan Employee Assistance Center this week. Communication manager for the department, Jessica Picard, says the state will expand its efforts this week. In a statement, she said, quote, "We will be connecting with all workers early next week to determine additional services based on the workers' needs. Any workers statewide who are impacted by a layoff should reach out to their local career center, which can help connect them to reemployment services, training, and other information. Affected employees can also contact their local career center by visiting maincareercenter.gov. 80 students from the greater Dover-Foxcroft area explored how to make positive changes in their schools during the Positive Action Team Summit. Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
After months of discussing how to promote positive school environments, students from Dexter Regional High School, Penquist Valley High School, and Setamocha Middle School came together to share ideas during the Positive Action Team Summit.
All the kids are going to work on this initiative to try to make a difference throughout the entire county. And then individually in their schools, their positive action teams work on issues within the school to try to make a difference.
Members of their respective positive action teams address problems such as substance abuse prevention, bullying, and mental health by shedding light on issues that are not often talked about in schools.
Our positive action team has sponsored events for suicide prevention or drug use and just bringing awareness to issues like that.
The Positive Action Teams are a collaboration between local schools and Northern Light Mayo Hospital. The summit featured Maine Director of Opioid Response Gordon Smith as its keynote speaker, who shared strategies around opioid prevention and reduction as well as prescribing practices. Dexter Regional High School junior Miles Grant says being part of the summit helped him gain an understanding of issues he was unaware of.
I do feel like people are learning stuff, especially with the Narcan training. I had no clue what was really going on in that sector, but I went and now I feel more educated on it.
As the summit concluded, students say networking with their peers helped spark conversation for positive change.
In my mind, I've already been thinking of other events that we could host here or something like that I've taken from sessions and just ideas like that. Everyone's taking something from it and something positive from the event.
Matthew Jaroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
People throughout the Bangor region remain in shock following the sudden death of a man known for giving back to his community. Holden Police Chief Chris Greeley died unexpectedly Thursday night following a brief illness. Greeley worked in law enforcement and in media for many years. He became known for his generosity and community policing. He also served as a state lawmaker. We asked Holden community members to share their memories about the longtime lawman.
He was always a giving, kind, and sweet person, and we're going to miss him a lot.
He would actually talk to people. He would go out. He would help people. And he was a good guy, really. You didn't think of him much as a police chief, as a friend.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better police chief, seriously. I wish all towns had someone like him.
I could tell you stories all day about the things that he did to help people. Great officer.
I really feel that he was an integral part of what makes Holden such a great town to live in. And there's going to be a hole left there for sure. Greeley
was just 60 years old. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, residents of Columbia Falls are voting on a moratorium for the proposed Flagpole of Freedom project. We've got details when we return.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $840 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. Call today. WellCare. Medicare done well.
If you've been injured in an accident, get Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm working for you today. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, fighting and winning for injured Mainers for nearly 50 years. Selected best lawyers in America for personal injury. Recognized for professional excellence. With more than $500 million collected for injured Mainers and over 25,000 victories for Maine families. Call Joe for a free case evaluation and get the Bornstein Advantage.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Plans to build the world's tallest flagpole in Downey's town are still up in the air. The Flagpole of Freedom project was proposed for construction in Columbia Falls early last year with an estimated cost of $1 billion and a staggering height of 1,461 feet. The developers are Rees Across America founder Morrill Worcester and his sons. However, an attorney for the town, Aga Dixon, says they have yet to provide a concrete plan. Town officials are seeking a temporary hold on the for-profit venture until they know more.
It's not clear to us at this point whether that project is moving forward or what the status of it is. We don't know. We haven't heard from the developers in several months. The moratorium is an opportunity for the town to take some time and try to figure out how the town wants to grow into the future.
The town will vote on a moratorium on March 21st to determine if there will be a pause on the flagpole project and other major developments. Dixon says a recent town survey found that nearly 80% of the town residents were already in favor of the postponement. A long-running main event has returned to Orono, organized entirely by volunteers. David Ledford has the story.
The 82nd Annual Eastern Maine Sportsman Show is back after a 3-year hiatus. More than 100 vendors gathered at the University of Maine New Balance Fieldhouse to celebrate the return of the event, which many have called the Rite of Spring, signaling the change in Maine's seasons.
It's good to be back. I've always come to the show as a participant and enjoyed walking around, getting my fudge, and talking with all the different hunters and anglers and stuff. And it's nice to come back after a break and not being able to see people. Just get back to a sense of normalcy.
people have the chance to check out the latest outdoor gear, enjoy Maine food, and witness live demonstrations about topics ranging from animal calls to hunting dogs. Organizers say that all proceeds from the 3-day event will go towards scholarships for students, Penobscot County Conservation Association activities, and educational sporting programs.
The whole program is designed to get people to experience Maine outside. People spend far too much time inside. Kids have fine motor skills. They need to get outdoors.
While many gathered to show off their new products and learn new innovations in outdoor recreation, some say the event is also a great time to connect with an important population in the state.
There's a lot of veterans in our countries, especially in the state of Maine. And this is very valuable to be here at this show, because otherwise we may not see a lot of the vets that are passing by our booth otherwise. So it's just great we have this opportunity to share with them.
Organizers say the event is the longest-running sportsman show in the country. To find ticket and parking information, visit conservationassociation.org. In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Special Olympians from Knox and Waldo counties came together in Belfast for a swim meet. The competition was fierce, but this was much more than just swimming for a ribbon. They were also having fun. And no matter if you were in the water doing your best freestyle or just cheering on the swimmers, you would have to agree the event was a great chance for these Olympians to show their best.
Just seeing everybody be so happy, so positive, and so excited to just be here and compete and have fun, it's just absolutely incredible.
There were just so many people cheering, and it just was awesome.
If you do try swimming competitively, just try your hardest and good luck.
Parents and people from all over came out to cheer on the swimmers. There were also members of law enforcement on hand to make sure all the competitors knew just how special they are. After the break, we'll take a look at new concerns about some small and medium-sized banks. We'll be right back.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyou.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
I occasionally get bladder leaks.
I tried Always Discreet underwear. It absorbs an entire glass of water. It fit like a glove. It just felt like real underwear. Game changer.
It's the protection we deserve.
For fast sore throat relief, try Vicks VapoCool Drops with 2 times more menthol per drop and the powerful rush of Vicks Vapors for fast-acting relief you can feel. Vicks VapoCool Drops. Fast relief you can feel.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow.
The quickest turnaround in the business, the Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
Silicon Valley Bank closed on Friday, prompting concerns about the future of small and medium-sized banks. On Sunday, the Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, and FDIC announced that all Silicon Valley Bank clients will be protected and able to access their funds. Correspondent Nat Foy has more.
If a buyer doesn't emerge for Silicon Valley Bank, reports are federal regulators are considering protecting the bank's uninsured deposits. Regulators held an auction on Sunday, but so far, there's no word on a potential deal. The FDIC seized the bank on Friday after a record run on deposits. An acquisition would help thousands of startup companies make payroll this week. Right now, insured depositors are only guaranteed up to $250,000, and there are fears that the bank's collapse could destroy confidence in small and medium-sized banks. But Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that shouldn't be the case.
Let me just say that we want to make sure that the troubles that exist at one bank don't create contagion to others that are sound.
Here's the kind of money that we're talking about. Roku, the TV streaming provider, had about $487 million in Silicon Valley Bank. Payments technology firm Circle had way more than that, $3.3 billion stuck in the bank. Other companies affected include Shopify, Pinterest, and Fitbit. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy appeared optimistic about a buyer stepping forward. Listen here.
Silicon Valley Bank has a lot of assets. It's just where the capital is currently at. So it is attractive for someone to want to purchase it. It's just a timeline of where to move forward. And the administration has tools to deal with this.
The Bank of London confirms that it did submit a proposal to buy a UK subsidiary of Silicon Valley Bank. We'll see if a buyer emerges from the auction. The bank's 17 branches are set to reopen Monday morning with normal business hours.
At least 8 people are dead after 2 boats capsized off the coast of San Diego. A woman called 911 at around 11:30 Saturday night. Lifeguards and the Coast Guard responded and found the bodies of 8 people along with 2 capsized boats.
Since 2017, we've had a 771% increase in human trafficking in the Southern California coastal region. Since 2021, we've had 23 lives lost at sea. This is not necessarily people trying to find a better life. This is part of a transnational criminal organization effort to smuggle people into the United States. These people are often labor trafficked and sex trafficked when they arrive.
This is one of the worst maritime smuggling tragedies that I can think of in California, certainly here in the city of San Diego.
Responders did not find any survivors at the scene. The head of San Diego's lifeguard says that anyone who made it to shore may have left before responders arrived. Lowering blood pressure means more than just taking pills. A study finds that a touch of cultural awareness while encouraging lifestyle changes can also help get those numbers looking better. With more, here's ABC's Lindsay Watts.
You hear blood pressure advice all the time. Take your meds, exercise more, stop smoking, eat less salt. But the way that message is delivered matters based on results from a large study in Southern California. Researchers at Kaiser Permanente found that when medical providers have better cultural awareness while they're educating patients about lifestyle changes like exercise and a low-salt diet, patients do better. It's especially helpful for Black adults and closed a gap in blood pressure management between Black and white adults with high blood pressure. It's a perfect recipe to improve health. A sprinkle of trust, some lifestyle changes, and of course, taking your medications daily. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lindsay Watts, ABC News.
When we return, Devin Biggs will have your 5-day forecast.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and 0 compromises. Just go to anthemmainehealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for 0 extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Maine Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainhealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt,
we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family. Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Carhartt and the National Park Foundation team up to motivate breaking away from traditional careers. The NGO and workwear maker launched together to launch a new campaign highlighting outdoor alternative workspaces. The billboard series display office job props against a backdrop of national parks. They want to inspire Service Corps careers that protect America's national parks. This move comes after Carhartt's recent online poll. They found that 48% of Gen Z and millennials would rather work outdoors instead of in traditional office space. Those interested in applying for Service Corps opportunities can visit carhartt.com. Now let's check in with Devin Biggs to get our latest forecast. Devin?
Alrighty, here we go. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, they are Paramount. Give them a call for a free estimate today. Here we go. Winter storm watches and winter storm warnings posted here. The watches in the blue, the pink with the winter storm warnings because of snow that will be moving in soon, especially as we head towards tomorrow. We'll be watching this moving in as we do proceed forward in time. Also a storm warning along the coast here. We're going to keep an eye on that too. Dangerous surf possible for those spots. And then small spots with a gale warning as well. That's also posted until about 8 p.m. Wednesday. So active surf and also some snow moving in. We'll need to keep an eye on that. 6 to 7 foot wave heights being noted according to the buoys right now. So the ocean continuing to remain active in time, especially with our next system starting to approach. But for now, we're just seeing the clouds moving in from south and west, going toward the north and east. So we're going to keep an eye on that throughout the daytime period today. With our next system approaching by tomorrow, it's off for the west now with its area low pressure located right about in there, but high pressure is right about in there as well. So the system's going to take its time moving in, and it has some very irregular movement with this too. So the slightest change to the system could make a snowfall forecast really change. So futurecast moving forward for today, though, again, a mostly cloudy sky, nothing too crazy. By tomorrow, we'll start seeing the winds increase with low pressure approaching and the snow beginning during the afternoon period by about 3 o'clock or so. And some of those snow bands could be heavy at times, especially with the stronger winds. They'll have to blow that snow around at times. So a potential nor'easter on the way with the system that will be approaching and moving in by Tuesday afternoon, continuing overnight at times as well. And we'll start seeing things let up a little bit in the precipitation department by Wednesday morning, but the winds continue to howl at times throughout the day Wednesday before the precipitation, the winds start to calm down as we head towards your Thursday. So here's a general idea of the latest snowfall, roughly around 5 to 8 inches before we're all finished up in some spots, even further off towards the north. We'll need to keep an eye on things as well, as this will be definitely a statewide snowfall possible that can make things a little bit tricky, especially with the winds that'll be moving through. So otherwise, though, potential nor'easter between Tuesday and Wednesday, snow and wind. The heaviest snow will be farther down east in the state with winds up to 40 miles per hour or higher at times. And I expect forecast changes because of the irregular movement of the system as it could move farther to the east as well. Your forecast for today, lower 40s and a mostly cloudy sky. And that south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, 27 degrees, mostly cloudy, east wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, middle 30s, mostly cloudy, afternoon snow, northeast wind at about 35 miles per hour. Paramount Paving extended forecast. More snow possible by Wednesday, highs in the mid-30s, lower 40s Thursday and a partly cloudy sky. Mostly cloudy on St. Patrick's Day, highs in the mid-40s.
Thank you, Devin. It sure felt like spring over the weekend, but here we go again. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub.